In the last 6 years, I've made over $115 million online without a big following and no investors. Just a laptop, some hustle, and a few high converting offers. Today, I'm going to show you the exact process I use to go from 0 to 9 figures, and more importantly, how you can start your own 100K per month business from scratch fast. This isn't theory, it's what I actually did. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, you need to start with what you know and what people ask you for. So I actually want to show you one of my clients. Her name's Cynthia. I'm going to keep her last name out of it, but she's crushing it right now. She's actually spent about 8K on ad spend, and she's made about 135K revenue so far. And the reason she's been able to do that is her offer's so amazing, but she also started with what she knew. So check this out. So she's worked in admissions for 20 years, college admissions, okay? And she saw there was a huge need for clients or students who wanted to get into high profile or high tier colleges. So what she did is she decided to start an offer that's centered around almost guaranteeing, so she'll say 90% success rate or guarantee rate of getting people into those colleges. So the reason she did that is, one, that's what she knew. So she started with something she knew. Number two is there's a huge need for it. Think about how many parents or students would pay premium, not really the students, the parents, right, are gonna pay premium for that. So she's been in admissions for 20 years, sees a need for students getting in to high level colleges. And so she offers that. And what's crazy is before I even met her and she became a client and she really started to scale her business, she had 600K in 2024 off referrals. It's a massive need. And all she did is she started with something she knew. So what you need to do is you need to pick something that you know, but also relates back to the health, wealth, or relationship niche. Hers is in the wealth niche, right? Because the kids want to get into a high profile college, so hopefully they get a better degree, so hopefully they get paid more money. That is what I would assume. And the parents are the exact same way. When I started, I had a fitness offer. It was in the health niche. Now that I'm in business consulting, I'm in the wealth niche. I have some buddies who they teach all about relationships, how to get girls, how to be high profile, how to dress better. That's a relationship niche. Meaning whatever the offer is, it ties back to that. Nobody does something unless it benefits one of those three things. So if I am going to Joe Dispenza event, hopefully I'm trying to improve my relationship, or maybe I think I'm going to help, it's going to make me more money. If I go to the gym, I want to improve my health. Like everything people do revolves around one of those three things. And so you want to make sure it's in one of those three industries and then just start with something you know. Now, some people will say, you know, I have no skills, you know, I can't do anything. Here's a little trick. Just go to this site, allison.com, okay? Not affiliated with them at all. There's free courses on anything. So if you want to learn ads, type in ads, okay? Free courses on everything you can think about on how to run ads. If you want to learn how to market, you could type in marketing. Free courses on anything you want to think of marketing. If you want to code, let's say you wanted to be a coder, you can literally learn how to code depending on what's in here. So there's a million different things. Look at this: health science, finance, information technology, education, training. There's no reason that you can't do this. Even if you don't know something, then learn a skill that will be valuable to the marketplace. But just picking the right problem isn't enough. You've got to dominate the space. So what we want to do to dominate is we want to study winners. The reason we want to study winners is that there's no point in trying to reinvent the wheel, because that's where you create a lot more risk. What I did, and I'm actually going to show you how to do it right now, is I saw what people were doing to win, and that's what gave me my ideas when I was starting my fitness business. So one of the things you can do, and this is super easy, is you can go on Facebook, and I'll just pull up one of my buddies, okay? And I can go to the About section, I can go to Page Transparency, and I can pull up his ads, and based on his ads, I can go through his entire marketing process. And that's where most of this really is going to help you. It's hard to see the fulfillment side unless you get in someone's program, but you can see the marketing process and the sales process by just doing this. So you go on Facebook, go to Ad Library, see their ads. I can click on this. So let me actually go back. I can watch this ad.
I saw Kylie Jenner.
Right? I can see the type of ads he's running, see the type of copy, go here. I can see his landing page. I can go through his landing page, okay? That's my old number, so feel free to text it. I'll go through the landing page. And then based on the landing page, I can actually see, hey, who's getting great results? Or hey, if this is getting him great results, I could do something similar. That's as simple as it gets. It's so easy. So you can go on here and you can find competitors. Let's do Mr. Beast. I'll just type in people that, you know, are not related. And you can start to see all the types of ads they run that didn't pull up Mr. Beast, but you can see different types of ads in every single industry. So if you know who your competitors are, you can actually go through and see what's actually working. And then based on what's working, you can actually go into Facebook ads library, see what's working, and then replicate it. Easiest way to win. But Spine only gives you clues. You need real conversations to find gold. So point number 3 is you want to talk to at least 100 humans per day or 20 per hour. The reason I say that is when I started my business, I thought I put a link in my bio, people would click on it and they talk to me. And that's how I thought I'd get rich. What I realized is over time is this, the way you run a business is the same way you would approach women or dating, is you have to be the one who's outreaching or be the aggressor. And sometimes it's as simple as, hey, thanks for following me. What's your fitness goal? Or, hey, thanks for following me. What's your business goal? You're just starting a conversation. The goal should be talk to 100 humans per day, about 20 per hour. The reason I say 20 per hour is that's usually the limit you're going to get so you don't get a spam block. And on top of that, usually, one person every 3 minutes, especially if they're a stranger, you'll say it's a Facebook group or it's a cold outreach. That's going to be a little difficult. Okay. But if it's your likes, comments, and followers, you should definitely be doing that. And the way I was able to get my business off the ground is I went from $0 or $2,000, over 2 years to $10,000 in a week when I finally started outreach. It's one of the simplest things to do, but it's one of the most potent. And when you have these conversations, you can start to figure out what their pain is and then what to start offering them. Now, in most cases, you're already going to know what you're offering. But let's say you didn't know. You say, hey, Tanner, I have no idea what my audience wants. I only have 500 followers. You could outreach to people who are following your page. Say, hey, thanks for following me. What's the reason you're following me? And they'll start telling you.